A lot of people are like acting like mean girls in there just because they feel like they can hide behind a pretty avatar, and that's pretty sad. It's giving the community a really bad name. A lot of the time when people get cancelled, we only see them through the lens of them being cancelled, and this is how we judge them for being good or evil. But that doesn't... People are different shades of gray, and they're also multifaceted. And, you know, maybe this person really takes care of their family. The problem with cancel culture is that you can cancel somebody to hold them accountable, but the problem with cancel culture is that it doesn't give them a way or a path back to redemption after that. So this person was playing a game of DBD, and they were clipped while they were, after they lost the game with that person, they went to their stream, they checked out their stream, and they berated him for having only 12 viewers. And then they started being like arrogant and kind of racist.
And they're streaming this gameplay, bro. I'm so sure nobody is gonna get entertained by this.
They're a streamer?
Yep.
I'ma go annoy them. Of course he's a white man.
I want to see the chat.
Of course.
Hold on, let's see. Why are we being
She said, of course he's a white man. Okay.
so sad?
I did not hump anyone this map.
Why you sit
no.
on
I'm gonna put the
single
photo up here
gen?
yourself. Well, you sit on single gen. There were 3 fucking gens left on the map. 1 gen was 99. The pure amount of viewers and
guy's so
streaming and
full
you
of shit,
behaving like this,
bro.
man. I did not hump a single person. Can you link the clip where I humped? Link it.
I'm gonna close their tab. It's not fun. This guy is whining like a little bitch and does not want to admit anything they're doing. It's got
That's
some
small dick
issues.
behavior. It's okay, it happens. That's why you only have 18 viewers.
Yeah.
18.
It's two parts.
It's okay, it happens. That's why you only have 18 viewers, man. The entitlement is crazy. As if they didn't start from 18 viewers at one point.
Partner streamers in a single chat is too much for him to handle, unfortunately.
You open his stream, the first thing you say is like, oh, of course it's a white guy. I'm like,
Dumbo fucking looking white man.
oh boy.
Like, it wasn't racist. I just, you know, he looks very privileged and he uses the way he talks.
How can somebody look very privileged unless he's like decked out in Chanel coming out of a limousine? To be fair, a lot of the worst comments came from Anne. Oh, Anne is the one that's saying the white stuff, right? And Bob is the green-haired girl. That is always a worry when you're in a call with somebody and they're saying something that's like kind of risque, and you're just like,
Tells a lot about how much privilege he has. Pre-pubescent
Yeah, the way that guy speaks, he doesn't sound like a white guy at all, by the way.
white boy.
I said that his penis is very small.
Okay. I mean, I understand that you can be tilted after losing a team game, especially a competitive game. I get tilted sometimes too. And I'll flame my teammates too. But the way I flame them is I'll call them, you know, the regular stuff. Apes, monkeys, you guys are trash, uninstall FF, reported for being bad. These are the classic. Just stick to the classic. GG, easy trash, you know. The regular stuff. You don't have to go to the racist stuff. So Bob actually got banned on Twitch for 7 days for things she claims she did not do. A small DBD. I'm joking, by the way. I don't type anymore in chat. I'm like, this is there's a level where you care about the game, then there's a level where you just mentally check out. That's where I'm at. Actually, if you really want to win, you never type in chat, because when you type, you could type anything, and somebody will flip out on the enemy, on your team, and then they'll stop playing, and then you lose for sure. So it's like never worth typing. A small DVD creator got very hostile towards me and my friends who played against him, and he nitpicked lines and made it all that I said it. I'm with my family right now, so I will appeal and get more into this later. As soon as the game was over, me and my friends moved on, but this person kept talking about me and making up things. I don't understand why I'm being punished for something where I'm not in the wrong. This feels very wrong and unfair. Twitch support, I will be appealing with my POV tomorrow. Her POV was not very selling. Person who claims I said the quoted below are not right. Certain cited things were never said by any of my friends. I did say only he has problem. Oh, he has probably small dick by sitting on a single gen. I don't know what this whole gen thing is. Probably a game mechanic. But that he seems like an asshole, but that is the only thing that came out of my mouth. I mean, that is true. It's the other girl who said more stuff. Let's ban this little garbage. He should be shot, TBA. Okay, that is unhinged. Saying that is unhinged. What a fucking asshole. He looks so privileged, average white male. You can hear from his accent already what type of guy he is. Tunneling dickhead. He is a small dick person just guarding this one gen. Think he is something, but clearly is no supermodel. Why are you insulting his look? I would like to also say that this person kept encouraging their audience to come over to my stream to report me and making allegations that I sent the army from my stream to his chat, which is a lie. The only people who came up to his chat was Ziman and then after 2 minutes myself. Also kind of funny that this person suddenly is hiding their VODs private and subs, only surely they have nothing to hide. In this VOD, why would they make VODs private otherwise? One last thing, though this is wrongful ban from that person, I don't support or encourage people in going after the person that got me banned. Yes, it's upsetting, but I don't want you guys going hunting them down or wish them death threats. This will get resolved. If not, we will meet again in 7 days. And she got community noted. So the first part, they say the current community note does not include An Tan Desu. Many of the racist harassment comes from her too. The streamer Baybub and Anne and a few friends racially harassed and view-shamed a smaller streamer. The ban is not BS, it is deserved. Bub is deliberately lying that we're talking about him in the next games as well. You know what I don't like about community notes though? Is that you used to have to cite a source, like a good source, kind of like Wikipedia does. But they're just citing the same video over and over. Like, I believe it, just so you know, but I wish I had the actual clip of the next game, like they state. Side note, but the community notes, it's not a good source of information anymore. It's kind of just gets brigaded. I mean, Wikipedia isn't a good source, just saying, but it usually links to a real article. It's still better than this, okay? This is the point I'm trying to make. It's still better than this. What else would they source? The VOD, a clip. Some other community notes don't even, they just link back the same tweet over and over again. They don't even prove anything. No, if they can't source anything, then it's just another opinion. Exactly. There's so many community notes that I've seen that are just, they're linking to the post that their community noted. I'm like, what the fuck? What does this mean? Oh, they're links to another person's opinion on the post itself. Alright, I'll admit that my Wikipedia example was not good, but that's the only thing that came to my mind, okay?
And then you do that.
What?
And then you hump me, okay?
What?
You're dead. Roses are red, my face. What the fuck? Only happens when I see you. Oh, great.
And then you do that.
What?
And then you hump me, okay?
What?
Okay, I think I need somebody to explain to me the game mechanics here. Okay, okay, thank you, Richard. So for context, Rima, Game of Dead by Day is for a survivor must turn on enough generators so they can escape while avoiding the killer. Anne is saying she was humped, but she doesn't know the game that well and assumed being picked up was part of him humping her. Oh, she's saying he teabagged. Thank you. Yeah, Rosie Belmu is right. It's cringe to bring up partner status to see as some sort of flex. It's literally just a check mark. Pulling someone up on stream while talking crap about them is really insensitivizing, using your community to harass them. If they did this in the game, they'd be banned in DBD itself, so it shouldn't be okay on Twitch either. True! Spitting facts. Oh, he was walking over them to pick them up, but they see it as teabagging. So there was this girl that made a rant. Oh yeah, Parrot replied to her. Parrot went off, dude. She made a tweet saying that you can't, there's always one of them that says you can't be racist towards white people. It doesn't fit the definition of racist. There's gotta be systematic. It's gotta be systematic. You can't be racist against white people. And Parrot replied, the Chinese discriminate against anyone not Chinese, including whites. North Koreans discriminate against anyone not Korean, including whites. South Africans call whites white devils and currently discriminate their minority white population. So he's kind of saying, he wasn't the only one to QRT her. She got QRT'd so much, she deactivated or she went private. You can't be racist against anything. What the the hell? It depends on your intent. Are you trying to be racist or not? I wonder what else she said. Oh, she made an apology. Okay. All right, let's read. So after this, she posted this. I would be taking a few days off. I'm not a drama frog, but certainly people love milking things. Believe what you want to believe. Oh, we don't need to believe anything. We saw it. We heard it with our eyes. But there's always other side of the coin. I'm sorry to whoever my action caused harm, even though it wasn't meant with hostility. Bub, they got community noted too. Bub is trying to downplay the harassment and racist remarks that she and her friend Anton Desu caused towards a smaller streamer due to them losing a match in DBD against the other party. Damn. Yo, the Vtuber community is... A lot of people are like acting like mean girls in there just because they feel like they can hide behind a pretty avatar, and that's pretty sad. It's giving the community a really bad name. I won't tag at everyone. If you feel like reading this, go ahead. Damn, I wonder why she's not tagging everyone in her Discord. You may have seen a tweet targeted on my side. It is clear a certain person we won't name is holding a strong personal grudge against me. It is really sad to see, even more sad that a lot of things are twisted and clips are taken out of context to make me look the worst. I'm not saying I'm innocent in the whole matter. Certain things were said mainly by my friends, and I could have and should have stopped them. Certain people in this world are more sensitive to some stuff being said, even though they are harmless, but that is how things are. To be completely honest, I'm not good with these situations. It's not good for anyone's mental. I will not be interacting with the said post because that is pretty much what those people want. I said my side of the story, and out of due respect to the other party, I did not ever include any clips to stain their reputation or make it seem like I'm targeting them, harassing them, even though the evidence is clear in there. Is she just trying to get out from posting? Like, she said, oh, she'll post her POV, but then she couldn't find anything in her POV that would have defended her. So she's like, oh, I'm trying to respect them by not posting anything to clear my name. The only time you should post something is to clear your name. I want to look at the other girl's profile after this. Once more, for the very last time, I never sent anyone to target the said individual. However, as the current time, it is clear this person won't stop until I am stomped completely to the ground. And they even went to the length to report some of my sub emotes to get them taken down. I never said to go after them because there is nothing I hate more than bullying. However, as of now, I'm the only one who is getting attacked and forced to take the blame for everything, even things that did not come out of my mouth. Cornered and stained and pointed fingers at. It's not very healthy for me to continue streaming the current situation. My content doesn't resonate around drama, but that's okay. This is what people don't understand. You can make content about drama and be a wholesome person. Doing drama content doesn't make you an evil person. In fact, most of the people we cover that do horrible stuff don't do drama content. Because situation is as it is feel, I cannot even defend myself because it would just look like I'm making excuses. So I'll just disappear if that is what people really want. If it makes the world a better place, then be it. I just really like injustice like this because I really feel wronged. Love you guys. When did she post that? August 16, so one day after this. I want to start off by sincerely apologizing to Nap Night. As a streamer and the one broadcasting the content, I'm responsible for the guests I invite to my broadcast and of course for the way I react to what is being said. Be it idle, going along with it, as were in this case, or taking appropriate measures to prevent or stop the harmful situation, which was the right course of action I was expected to take, but I did not. The insult I referred to you as was uncalled for, and in the heat of the moment, of the accumulated frustration from previous matches that I ended up wrongly taking out on you. As a partner streamer, I meant to help, support, and encourage other creators, and be someone they can look up to, especially to be in control of my emotions and how I act upon them. Okay, not necessarily, like, bro, we don't, at least I'm speaking for myself, I don't necessarily want my content creators to be like paragrams of morality. I don't want them to be idols. I don't want them to be perfect person. Actually, like, some of the most entertaining people will legit like blow off a casket on somebody, but no one ever makes fun of them for their appearance or for their view count, which is too like very below the belt blow. In my content, I've always put an emphasis on creating a safe space, ooh, a trigger word for me, and being a comfort zone to others, which is definitely not what I displayed there. Well, that's even worse, you see, when you start saying that your place is a safe space and stuff, well, then of course people are gonna be upset at you when you don't act that way. See, for me here, it's, I'll let you guys know straight up what you're in for. This is a chaos zone and it's every man for himself, so good luck out there, watch your back. True, we need a VTuber Twitter apology bingo. Totally. I have let all of you down by avoiding the importance of the matter and the immoral behavior I showed in the recent days. Every time I find a new game to stream, I get very passionate about it. DVD is a hidden gem I discovered a few months back. It's a game I'm very fond of playing that I like to get better at it. The way I reacted to the situation with the lack of sportsmanship and wrongful conduct takes the joy away from the game to others. I'd like to apologize to my community and my supporters. I'm thankful to the people who see the good in me through the mistake. It is now clear to me that the harsh statements that were said were hurtful and not deserved towards him. In the past day, I've been going through comments, messages, as well as the video focusing on what happened with the other point of view. What was done is wrong. I was wrong, and I fear that I have become someone that does not match the standards I believe should be upheld. I'm sorry to you, Nap Knight, and everyone I let down. I believe the best step for me to take right now is to reflect my own actions and behavior and return once I see myself being who I once was before I lost my way, and only once I am able to stand with the values that I believed in. Okay, I like the last part a lot more. I should start doing apology streams, like a review, apology. No, the last part was good. She took accountability. I think the part where she's like, oh, I'm very passionate about the game, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's a, we see people raging at video games every single day. No one cares about that. They care about what she said. They care about what she said. What is the other girl's name? Okay, I found them. Oh, they have a big account, 36k. Mythic Live? What is Mythic Live? Are they in Mythic? No. No, okay. Phew. Wait, she's the CEO of the most evil corpo? Damn. Okay, maybe I should stop scrolling on this profile. It's getting in loot territory. I'm just gonna look at this. Emo Anne's apology is even worse. Yeah, let's see. Careful, yeah. I know. I almost got caught there. She put these on purpose. She knew people would be streaming this. The ZZZ Shark Girl is good art. I legit bookmark every loot picture from them. I know, Kit. I am in Mythic. I was wondering if she was part of the same agency. Not that it matters. I mean, I've criticized people in my agency a lot, so... Oh my god, she's French too? Stop. Bonjour tout le monde. J'ai demandé l'aide d'un ami pour m'aider à vous écrire aujourd'hui. J'espère qu'un jour vous me pardonnerez. So that means hello everybody. I asked help from a friend to help me write this today, and I hope that one day you will forgive me. As I've been sick for the past week and just been released from the hospital today, I find I have to speak on these events publicly. I'm not here to defend myself because we all act a certain way when our past trauma is triggered. Okay, this is starting. Your past trauma, girl? What is your past trauma? Losing in video? Yeah. You know what? This is really good. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use every time I lose a game of League of Legends, I get tilted. I'm gonna say, oh, it's one of my past trauma. You know, I lost a lot in the past. My past trauma was last game, actually. My past trauma was the last game I lost. I'm still traumatized by those teammates, but I don't want my poor health and past trauma to be an excuse. I want it to be a way for me to keep growing in the best version of myself that I always strive for. I want to say first and foremost, I'm sorry to my community, and I'm thankful and grateful to the people that are aware of who I am as a person and know that a little misunderstanding doesn't define me or make me a bad person. You know what? I can agree with that part. A lot of the time when people get cancelled, we only see them through the lens of them being cancelled, and this is how we judge them for being good or evil. But that doesn't... People are different shades of gray, and they're also multifaceted, and you know, maybe this person really takes care of their family, and her acting like an evil CEO in that one instance doesn't mean that she's always evil. That is true, but the internet will paint her as such for sure. I on the other hand though, I am definitely evil. Every time I say that sentence, shades of gray, I cringe a little because it reminds me of 50 Shades of Grey. We need another expression for it. I'm really not that great at shit talking or fighting in general. It's not something I do by nature, only if I had no choice Only if I had no choice but to defend myself. Okay, DBD is very much outside of my comfort zone as a game, and being new to it, I wasn't aware of a lot. I came from different culture. I grew up speaking French and Arabic, and as an African, I have dealt with all sorts of racism. The shame and the anger I felt finding out I was using a derogatory slur was beyond me. Wait. Now I'm lost. Where was the slur? What was the slur? White man. Oh yeah, white man is not a slur, but it was still racist. I don't know why she's calling it a slur right now. I feel like she's over dramatizing it so she can look like she was very shocked at what she said, but we're not. She's moving the goalpost. We're not mad at her because she used a slur. We're upset because she called him a white man, and the way she said it was derogatory. I never thought it meant more than what it is, a description of a person with lighter skin tones. I'm so very sorry for this. In French it has more playful tone. Un blondinet, riche, which is why I wasn't understanding my wrongdoing about it. Okay, what she means is, it's, yes, but French people are so fucking rude. You should follow what French people say. They are very rude people, it's true. I went there and they always yell at you. It means a rich blonde guy. That's what it means. Oh, he's like a rich blonde guy. It's not a slur in French either. She's saying that she's kind of saying it as this was a translation. It's not really a translation of what she was talking. Like a rich white dude is the way it's said. It's a lot more playful, and it's about the hair color, not the color of your skin. It's more of a type, like a look type, like a preppy boy. So in French it has more of a playful tone, which is why I wasn't understanding my wrongdoing about it. I don't think I will ever apologize enough for it, but I can assure you it won't ever be part of my vocabulary, as I do not condone or support racism. Now, to the point of discussing his numbers, this one was a very low of me, and I don't even know how it actually came out of my mouth. I'm just ashamed, not because people found out, but because it felt bad for even saying that, which is why I attempted to contact the person in question and apologize, which was in vain. With no way to reach them, I hope that this amazing community will deliver my message. Nap night, after rewatching your VODs, I realized we share a deep pain that only someone with the same deep cut could understand. It made me feel angry at first because I didn't understand it, but now I can see your pain. Your past doesn't define you, I'm sorry. I wasn't a better encounter to you, new friendship, or just a new gaming buddy. Instead, I was a bully, which is unacceptable. And that's why I apologize, and I hope nothing but the best for you. I'm very sorry for my actions. That were a one-time thing. I can assure you, just like you've never heard of me before, you won't ever hear from me again. It's worth pointing out that both Anne and Bob felt pretty confident calling Nap Night a liar, and in Anne's case, an idiot, until the clip went viral. Anne commented, "Totally not deserved. One idiot encouraged his viewer to mass report her for a game is such a joke." Wait, really? Oh, she commented on that post. Twitch partner Baybub has been banned. Not deserved. When idiot encourages you to mass report her for a game is such a joke. And they quoted it. This is another Yuki Violetta comment. I don't buy the fact that she thought it was a slur, or that it was a translation of a blondinerish. It's not the same thing at all. You say, oh, it's a white dude because you heard it on TikTok, and it's like it's such a normalized thing to say, but it is a hateful thing to say, and I wish you just apologized for that instead of shifting the goalpost. Both Anton Desu and Bub made trash apology letters on Twitter, and both dodge accountability. Yeah, they do. Should have just said, hey, you know what? I fucked up. I lost myself. This was a low point for me. I see now, I'm ashamed of my behavior. I see now how it was bad, and I'm gonna try, I can't take back the past, but I'm gonna try to do better in the future. Listen, people are still gonna be mad, even if she did a good apology. It wouldn't have mattered, but at least you set things right for yourself and for you, instead of doing whatever she's trying to do here. I mean, you can make a mistake, be called out for it, and then realize later, on the spot, if somebody, if one of my friends point out something that I did wrong, I almost never want to admit that I was wrong, but I will think about it later on, and when I calm down, I'm gonna be like, you know what, that was a mistake. And you can The internet trying to convince us that it's always bad if you change your mind on something once you got caught. That's not true. You can't get caught and then realize your mistake. The only important thing is that it's genuine, whether or not she feels sorry for it and that she wants to change. Because people can change, and the problem with cancel culture is that you can cancel somebody to hold them accountable, but the problem with cancel culture is that it doesn't give them a way or a path back to redemption after that. That's very much, there's a lot of bad actors out there. So what? You just take each occasion on its own, and you analyze each apology separately. You don't just generalize. But at the end of the day, if we want cancel culture to be productive, and I don't think it's a productive movement in the first place, but we might as well make it as productive as it can be. If we want it to be productive, you gotta leave people a way back. This is a thing that got invented by the Greeks. Every year, people would vote to exile somebody. We would all gather, and we'd be, we'd vote for one person to exile somebody, and this was made so one person wouldn't become too powerful. Or maybe because they were fucking annoying, who knows. But at the end of the 10 years of exile, they got to come back, and when they came back, they would come back free of the stigma. They wouldn't be like a grudge. They would get their proprieties back. It would be as if nothing happened, but we have a new kind of cancel culture where people can't even come back, because when they do come back, they still have that held over their head because people feel like their penance wasn't enough. Ostracizing, yes. Well, Taiga isn't cancelled. The public is on Taiga's side. The exile at least do something to deserve it. Well, that depends. It was probably a case-by-case scenario. Anyway, I'm gonna rate this apology. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10, or 4 or 5 out of 10. The person getting exiled have immunity next time? That is such a good question. I actually don't know. 5/10 is very generous. Are we putting it in perspective through other apologies? But I've seen much worse. I've seen much worse though. She said sorry a couple times. I feel like a lot of the apologies don't say sorry and just try to shift blame. That's why I'm doing it 4/5. Bubs? Was Bub's apology worst? I'd have to pull up Bub's apology again. Okay, I was not ready to rate her apology. Hold up. Bub. The first part is okay. Lacks a little bit of soul. This part and soul referred to as well and called for. Heat of the moment from the accumulated frustration for a previous match is laying the groundwork for, excuses. As a partner streamer, I meant to help, support, and encourage. I like that part. In my content, I have put emphasis on creating a safe space or being comfort zone to others, which is definitely not what I displayed here. I let you down. Sure, this is a little cringe, but it's alright. I hated that part, the hidden gem part. The way I reacted to the situation with the lack of sportsmanship and wrongful conduct takes the joy away from games to others. I'd like to apologize to my community and my supporters. I'm thankful to the people who see the good in me through this mistake. I feel like this one lacks a little bit of soul to me. It looks a bit PR. But, I mean, she says, it is now clear to me that the harsh statements that were said were hurtful and not deserved toward him. In the past, they have been going through comments, messages, as well as the video focusing on what happened with other points of view. What was done is wrong. I was wrong. I feel that I've become, yeah. And, it's, maybe it is better than the other one. Oh, they're kind of equal. I think I'll just give it a 5/10 as well. You guys really think the other one's not a 5/10 or 4/10? Bro. I've seen so much worse. And trust me, I've seen more apologies than you guys. Because that's what I do. See? The need you apology. That's a 2/10. For sure. 2 to 100. For sure. That wasn't an apology. That was like all accusations. They're like, yeah, we knew she was struggling. But damn. She did this and she did that. And they threw her under the bus. You don't say of course and he looks privileged if you didn't know what that word means. Yeah, exactly. Rima, fire up ChatGPT and ask it to make an apology? Niji is not rock bottom. I can guarantee you we can find worse than Niji. You think Niji is rock bottom? Oh honey, you haven't seen the rest. Niji is bad, but there's much worse out there. Please apologize again for the crimes against you. That oil spill apology? No, I don't remember that. Yeah, the ukulele was bad. Pull up your version of the worst. Oh man, I can't think of one right now. I'm sure there's some evil company that has done one. I mean, at the end of the day, like what I was saying later is that we do need to give a way back for these people to like learn from their mistake, improve, and come back. And some of you don't agree with this, but let me ask you this. These people, like, I walk the street and I am met with more like sexism and sometimes racism than this. So that person who's calling me slurs on the streets is not being held accountable. At the end of the day, these people, like the crime they have committed is not as bad as somebody like, I don't know, Dr. Disrespect or somebody else that the police is investigating. And in relation to that, I feel like we do need to give people a chance once they have learned from their mistake. Have they learned from their mistake right now? I don't know. I don't know about that. This is just another tangent I'm going on. It doesn't make it okay. Exactly. I'm not saying that. I think they can learn and improve, but from these apologies and the way they reacted at first feel far more like trying to escape responsibility and not actually wanting to improve. We'll see. And talking about somebody that is coming back from apology. Oh, Sniper Wolf, such a good example. Yeah, that was a pretty bad apology too. It is a very sore subject. This is why it gained a lot of traction. I think a lot of people who say accountability just use it to rationalize wanting to see them crushed. Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of factors contributing to why people are judging these people so harshly. First of all, they're stupid. Second of all, they were so arrogant and they got caught like right in the act. People have clips of it. Third of all, the white men thing is such a sore topic right now because people have been shitting on white men for a long time. And now this is like the pendulum swim back. People are sick of it. So it's really touchy topic. So this situation just blew up. I do think shorter apologies are better, yes. I do. A personal apology more valuable than a public one? You need to do both. If it's a public, if it became a public story, you need to do a public apology. Might be a hot take, but I think that, I mean, any content creator that is getting canceled, it's like there's tons of people, everyday people that do probably worse things, but they're not under scrutiny, so they're not being held accountable for it. So in that regards, I understand what you mean, but it's like, we're so, yeah, it's hard to believe that anybody is sincere because we've seen so many of those, so many apologies in the span of what, 4 years since this whole thing started, and we just can't tell anymore. And at the end of the day, I suppose I'll just, you know what, I'll just judge them on their actions rather than their words, because words are kind of meaningless after a certain point. Like, okay, I don't know this person at all, so all I can judge her is from her words. The first time I saw her, she was shitting on somebody for their view count, and then for their appearance, said they had small PP energy, and then said, oh, they look like a privileged white man. So it just kind of told me everything I needed to know about them. And then the second thing I can judge them on is their apology, which is pretty short and very generic. So that's all I gotta go on. Now, my next point on how I'm gonna judge their character is probably what they will do in the future. It also didn't really help that they doubled down at first, that they said the problem is at first they tried to blame it on the other streamer. That was the problem. Is it weird if I ask, will people ever forgive Fruit or Destiny someday? Bro, Fruit streams for thousands of viewers every day, and so does Destiny, and he's gotten back all of the followers he's lost already. So I think if you're gonna ask that question, you need to ask it for somebody that's committed a way egregious crime, like Dr. Disrespect, for example. He's coming back, by the way. I think it's a little worse from the Tricky situation because they doubled down. Like, the Tricky thing all happened in a very short amount of time, and then they quickly realized their mistake once, yes, the backlash arrived, but them, I feel like it took them several days. But I feel like it's a little worse. Nothing came up with fruit. I don't know why she was mentioned. So the optimal apology is public to the person you wronged, specifically about what you did wrong with an intent to improve. Yes. And also the measure of your punishment needs to be equal to the measure of your crime. If you over punish yourself, people will take it as you committed an egregious wrong. So for example, if you decide to leave the internet for 5 months, then people are gonna be like, okay, well, they were in the wrong, then they admitted to it. Yeah, her apology is a decent start. Time will tell. But you guys understand that this isn't even in my advantage to tell you guys all that. If I really wanted to milk this, if I really wanted to farm you guys, I'd be like, yeah, and she's lying, and then she had the balls to double down on this, and then she wrote this fake ass apology, and blah blah blah. You know, this is how most content creators will present you the situation. You know, it's not a good apology. Let's be clear about that. But do I need to get my panties in a twist over it? No, probably not. I got better things to do.